What's up, Traders Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. Today, we're going to talk about what happened on Thursday, what the effects are, what it means. We're going to preview non-farm payrolls and give you a little look-see at some important things to keep an eye on for Friday and into Monday. So let's dig in. This should be a relatively quick one. Check out VIX. It closed at its highest level since November 2nd. VIX vol, highest level since October 30th. So we saw a major change in implied volatility today. When we look at the futures themselves, we are in a partial backwardation. The April future is below the cash. The cash is trading in line with the May future, and the June future is just above the cash. This is important. It means the market is undecided as what's going to happen yet. It means it's worried. All right, I'm going to talk to you about what to look for to know whether it's a sell-off or whether we're going to turn right back around. But let's get back into the SPX. Folks, how many times do I have to tell you that strangles are too cheap in SPX? Leading into the sell-off, the 5250 straddle was $12 today. Leading into the sell-off, the April 12th, which has non-farm payrolls on Friday, CPI, PPI, and bank earnings, less than $64. Less than $64. So they were pricing in premiums that were really low. What happened? Well, we're over $100 away from that 5250 straddle. The strangle for April 12th, puts are worth $100. When vol gets as cheap as it is, and they want to sell it to you on the front end, take it. Take it, take it, take it. I've had one losing strangle out of my last 10. So keep that in mind when you're trading. Now, let's talk about what we're expecting for non-farms leading into non-farm payrolls, despite the move that we got on Thursday, pricing at about a $50 move. We were down 65 on Friday. The total days range was over 100 points. Not too expensive, but very elevated relative to where we've been. Going back to my straddle from April 12th, it's now $100. It's up 50. The straddle is up 50% today. Vol is no longer cheap. What drove us? Well, take a look at the chart of gold. Take a look at the chart of silver. Take a look at the chart of oil. Everything in these three charts says inflation is coming back and maybe worse. Bonds, despite everything, they were actually up on Thursday. Why? Fear. There was so much fear in the market that bonds actually got bid, despite the fact that all this selling was around interest rates. I think bonds are teetering on completely falling apart. So how do you know if I'm right or wrong? Goes back to the VIX. VIX futures term structure. If we see the May future trade above June, now we're in the thick of it. If we see the April get above June or the May, again, you have some serious thinking to do about what's going on here. As it stands now, despite the higher vol, I think hedges are worth it. And they're, there are a lot of areas that have been very hot that got absolutely destroyed. SMH, the semiconductor holders, first time closing below the 21-day moving average since January 4th. The Qs are touching the 50-day. IWM back below its 21-day. And for the first time since January, the S&P 500 closed below the 21-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is down at 50.76. If the numbers are bad, that is where we are heading. If not, we could head right back to the all-time highs. But if we're down, we were down on Thursday. If we have a worse day on Friday, that sets up the bad Thursday, worse Friday, crash Monday scenario. I will be prepping my traders what to do with that in Trading Desk and in Delta Strike on Friday. Now, this is not a bad thing, though. Next week, UVXY. You know I love my Vault ETPs. It is reverse splitting. It is back over 7. It's at its highest level since March 12th. This thing keeps going. When it reverse splits, it'll be $50. That will make buying puts on UVXY really, really nice. We're going to be in a position to do great around it. I'm going to talk to you more about that tonight. You can join me. Click the link in this email. If you're watching this on Friday, then click the link to check out the replay. All right, folks, I hope you have a great day. I'll be back on Friday with my week that was. I'll be back over the weekend with my look ahead. But right now, I think the lesson is tread lightly. We're in the danger zone. I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.